Good morning. This is Colin with 833 cost per mile calculator, rate per mile calculator, profit per mile calculator, and your fuel per mile calculator. What I'm going to start doing is at least once, if not twice a week, I'm going to start giving us a breakdown of what DATONE says are the national load counts. Today is Monday, June the 5th. So just in case those of you aren't familiar with this, the number on the left here, so Arkansas, right? 120 truckloads going in, 311 loads coming out. So quick math, that's about 2.5 loads per truck in theory. California is 682 truckloads going in, 3,044 coming out. Well, I guarantee you that's probably maybe 1,500 if we're lucky, maybe closer to 1,000. And I'm going to explain that to you in a minute. Florida, look at that. 1,200 trucks going to Florida, 270 loads coming out, and that's probably 100 loads. So there's probably 12 trucks to every single load going in there. That's going to be absolutely horrible. Illinois is off. The truck count should be good because that should be the number of loads going in. I'm assuming DAT has that right. Massachusetts, look at that. 433 truckloads going in, 26 loads coming out. Maryland, 342, so that means there's 7 trucks to every load. But there's almost, 15 or so, 14 trucks to every load coming out of Massachusetts, but 26 is probably really a high number. Let's scroll on down here. I'm trying to get all of this in every video so we can go back and compare this maybe next year and hope and pray freight rates have turned around. Pennsylvania, look at that. 3 trucks to every load, but it's probably 6 because those loads are probably posted twice. Texas, 1,049 trucks going in, 24 coming out. Well, if you watch the video on vans, you'll see that that's probably really 800 loads if you're lucky. Washington, 444 trucks going in, 70 loads coming out, and that's probably 35, so there's probably 10 or 12 trucks to every single load. Wyoming, look at that, it's terrible. So let's go and take a look at Florida real quick. We're going to take a look at Florida and see how ugly Florida is today for a reefer. So I'm going to change this to Florida. Please like and subscribe so I can afford to keep doing this. I'm going to change this to Reefer. What we really want you to do is subscribe to the software company so that you know what everything costs. The hardest part of the software company is taking a picture, and we will go ahead and do all the information. You take a picture of every fuel receipt. Everything and anything related to the truck or the trailer, send us your rate confirmation. And once a week, we will send you exactly where you're at as far as your business report, showing how much money you're making a mile, how much money you're losing a mile. We also download all your maintenance reports, send you alerts for everything. So anyway, look at this. Lippman just posted one. The rate just vanished. But here's an Uber Freight. So the nice thing about the DAT1 is they show you the rate and the rate per mile. So, and these are coming along pretty fast. Look at this. Bradenton, Florida to Gas City, Indiana. It's for a reefer. It's $1,500, $1.36 a mile right here. It's with TQL. It's 42,500 pounds. It's 1,104 miles. So what that did was took $1,500 divided by 1,104, and you're getting $1.36. Let's see, and who wants to go to Indiana right now? It's probably not very hot either. let's sort this by the distance. This is how I see how many loads there are within that area. So if we come on down here, we need to get up to something that's at least 100 miles. But look at this. Boy, this is changing fast. Jacksonville, Florida, RWI. 1, 2, 3, 4 times that's posted, and there's only 292. So if we took 300 and divided it by 4, there's 75 loads. Let's look at some of these others. GNS posted 1, 2 times. The reason I do it by distance is because that gives us a pretty good idea. Here's Scotland's got a load. They're only posting it once. Echo's only posting once. TQL has their load posted twice. This load here, that was that one. BBI. Everest, they have their load posted twice. Scotland's, this is just crazy the way this is updating so fast. AMX, whoever that is, 1, 2 times. This isn't as ugly as some. CW Carriers is always really good about posting the same load. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Capital Logistics, twice. I mean, yeah, it says 2 different locations, Conyers and Atlanta, but, you know, I guarantee you that's the same load. It's only 7 miles apart. You know, some of these are just, here's CW again, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Suntech, 1, 2, 3. You know, Suntech, twice. So we could easily cut those number of loads. King Post, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can easily cut this number of 300 in half. So that was 150 loads coming out of Florida. We're going to search the number of trucks. So we're going to change this to Florida. And there are now 1,139 trucks posted. This is what you need to do. So look, there's barely 1 load per truck. That's why the rates are going to be so bad coming out of there. You know, a high rate coming out of there today, the highest rate, here's $1.81, but it's only 330 miles and it's paying $600. I don't want to spend 2 days to do $600. Let's look at the worst rate. Well, I guess it won't show me the worst rate. I thought it would. No, it's not showing the worst rate. It's also not showing the highest rate. So here's some. I mean, you know, $1.87 to go all the way from Jacksonville, Florida to Portland, Oregon for a team. In Portland, Oregon, you're coming back out for even less money, guys. Please always check your market. Anyway, this is Colin with 833 cost per mile. Now let's go to California real quick, because California was the hot market, if you remember. We're going to search loads. So look at this. California, $3 a mile. Bakersfield to Rhode Island, $9,000, $9,000, $9,000. But these are all going to terrible places. Remember, there was like 10 or 12 trucks to every load coming out of Massachusetts. Well, who's going to go there for $2.89? Connecticut, Massachusetts. All of these, $3 a mile for teams. These are all teams. Here's some solos. But, we're going to do the same thing again. Let's look at same load. One, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Connecticut. They're all pretty much the same load. Posted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. OTR. Different towns, all within 20 miles. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guarantee you they're all going to go to one of those locations. Here it is again. They're so close. 8, 9. Scotland. 1, 2, 3 times. That's Bakersfield. 3,090. These are Fresno. Oxnard. But they're all going to Boston. So they're all probably coming out of exactly the same area. They're paying $277 a mile for a reefer team. So how many times are you going to see the same load posted? Look at this. Scotland, New York, New York, New York. More of these Massachusetts, more New York, more New York. A lot of this stuff is posted multiple times, just picking up different areas because they're trying to find trucks, guys. So, yes, it looks like there's a whole ton of loads, but a lot of these loads are all being posted to the same location. Okay, so I accidentally hit on this one. Santa Maria to Boston, Reefer, team, 3,175 miles, $2.55 a mile. Now, if you look at this, spot rate is $2.60 a mile. Contract rate is $2.38 a mile. And so, obviously, spot's doing a little bit better than contract right now. But here we go again. Integrity. 1, 2 loads to New Jersey. Here's another one to New Jersey. 3, 4. And they keep posting them. The other way you can look at this, I don't know why it won't let me search by company. That's weird. But, we can take this 3,000 loads for reefers coming out of California, and we at least cut it in half. So now we're down to 1,500. Now we're going to search the trucks. Go to California. We delete this and put in California. And we're going to change this to reefer. And so we've got 683 now. Some of these are limited. They can only go to California. And obviously these are going to be posted 2 or 3 times as well. But the rates aren't there to support such a tight capacity. This is June the 5th. My name's Colin. 833 cost per mile. And I'm going to try and do this at least once a week, guys. We do all your bookkeeping. It's $99.95 a month. And you send us pictures of every single receipt. We'll send you a weekly business report, shows you how much money you're making, how much money you're losing. We do everything from send you an email, 90 days, 60, 30 days, and then 15 days from when your driver's license is going to expire, your medical card's going to expire, your warranty on some parts is going to expire. There'll be lots of videos coming up. I'm looking forward to helping you guys, because not only can we do your cost per mile, we can figure out your rate per mile. We can decide together how much profit you want per mile, and then we can also give you a rate per mile. This does everything. I had this built myself. After running trucks for so many years, I needed to know where every penny went. So you can either reach out at sales at 833 cost per mile, or you can call 806-782-1429. That's 806-782-1429. Or leave a comment, and please subscribe. This is Colin with 833 cost per mile.